Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Listen, a quick video. I'm going to say this. What is happening right now, it blows my mind to actually come across an adult who I can't understand, who doesn't know what is going on in this country and has this idea, this premise that, okay, listen, everything's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Then you must know something the rest of us don't know, because let me tell you, what is happening right now with this war is pretty much enough to can tank the economy. I don't care what they you just saw the job numbers, right? Imagine most people are aware of that. 40,000 jobs created. Oh yeah, negative 17. The job numbers are total trash. This economy is already teetering. Okay? It's like being on a tightrope and there's no safety net. This right here that's happening now with Iran could basically just tank the whole thing. And you can tank to a certain point where you will not be able to recover. So all of it's going to be all right. If you think that, wow. I want to sell you a house, and the address is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C. I give it to you right now, $30 million. Now, it may already be occupied. You may have some powerful roommates, but just go ahead and cash out the check. Seriously. So, as I was taught, my dad always said, you never underestimate the enemy. This right here could sink this total economy that we have right now. What is going to happen? I think a lot of people don't see what is happening right now. You're going to have the rich oil men. You're going to have a few at the top who want to get rich, while the rest of us really, really suffer. You saw the gas prices, right? The gas prices that you're looking at, California, from 4.99 to 5.99 overnight. Let's see what's going to happen. In some places like Minnesota, it's still cold there. So imagine what that'll do to heating bills. Then inflation can go off the rails. Hormuz, that's straight. Insurance companies already pulled out. I showed you in a video with regards to California and those Palisades fires, how the insurance companies, they keep up with information. And I found the data within 5 minutes, and then you looked up and it was like, wow, you know what? These fires are, if you look at the trajectory, the information, the fires are increasing by the tens of thousands, just increasing. And what was happening? They already had 10 years ago, they knew about those extinguishers that didn't have the fire hydrants that did not have enough water. They knew about that, passed the bond, but guess what? Nothing was really done. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out if the numbers for the fires are increasing. There's an issue with fire hydrants, and the state is not taking any proactive measures. You can pretty much guess what happened, and we already saw what happened. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. We already saw what happened there. So the insurance company, they saw the information, the handwriting was on the wall, and they what? Exited. Same thing here. Insurance does not typically cover war, acts of war. It just does not do it. This right here going on, who did not see the handwriting on the wall? But I understand we have certain people, even some are saying that they're with the CIA, that, hey, some people, sometimes one in charge may choose not to listen. So now the insurance has pulled out. Now they try some kind of a government entity, and it's like, there's a whole lot of red tape. So we're thinking now, oh my goodness, the ships can't move without insurance. Of course not. Are you kidding? The ships can't move without insurance. Oh, maybe we can go ahead and get some government funding. And how long was that going to take? Do you know how it works? It's pretty much guaranteed failure. And that's what we're doing over here. But hello, there's somebody else over there that says, guess what? Hormuz produces what, 20% of the world's oil? Guess what? They're prepared to go ahead and keep the strait closed. And guess what? They can do that. Maybe this wasn't thought through. So look on the screen. This right here, we're already spending $200 million more per day on gasoline. 200 million more per day on gasoline. Where are the reserves? I haven't heard you talk about the reserves. Better yet, I want to know, where is all that oil from Venezuela? The 30 to 50 billion, not 50 billion gallons. Where is that? Because we could really use it right now. Where is that? Saying this war is going to be over soon. Think again. Iran already said that the negotiations may be over with the U.S. So when you can't negotiate, can you blame them? Because we have to accept what happened. To strike during negotiations that already put major distrust. It's making what Putin said about being allegedly difficult to do business with America. So now you got yourself out there as, you know what, you can't go on this person's word. The country is untrustworthy. Bad look all around. Look on the screen. It says the Ashura. So this here is from Ali Larijani, okay? And here is his message that's been translated, okay, from Arabic language. The Ashura loving Iranian people, do not fear your hollow threats. He's speaking to Trump. Do not fear your hollow threats, for those greater than you have failed to erase it. So beware, lest you be the ones to vanish. Does that sound like somebody just playing with you? Vanish means disappears, gone. Again, what did it say? The Ashura loving Iranian people, do not fear your hollow threats, for those greater than you have failed to erase it. So beware, lest you be the ones to vanish. And in case somebody who's still like, you've been watching IG, worry about 50 Cent and worry about maybe Taylor Swift, entertainment. Yeah, it's a war going on. And yeah, so that right there, they're talking about us. So Trump, of course, the king of the clapback, in my opinion, says if Iran does anything that stops the flow of oil within the Strait of Hormuz, they will be hit by the United States of America 20 times harder than they have been hit thus far. Additionally, we will take out easily destroyable targets that will make it virtually impossible for Iran to ever be built back as a nation again. Death, fire, and fury will rain upon them, but I hope and pray that it does not happen. This is a gift from the United States of America to China and all of those nations that heavily use the Hormuz Strait. Hopefully, it is a gesture that will be greatly appreciated. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. Last I checked, China wasn't on our side, so I don't expect any gratitude. Russia is reportedly giving information on our targets. Russia and China might want to kind of check history, check their position, because then you may realize, just in my opinion, pretty much in line with more like our ops. This right here, this war, a lot of people may not get it. This war could basically, it'll impact our lives and maybe we won't be able to rebuild. Again, just the oil alone. If that oil does not come through Hormuz, so that strait, if this continues, again, they're not saying, oh, it's going to be over pretty soon. Nah, think not. If that happens, we're going to be in major trouble. You do know the domino effect what this can have on inflation. So 4 or 5 weeks, this, as I said before, said again, it's kind of spelling to me like another Rumsfeld. Here we go again with that Rumsfeld. Oh, it'll be within 2 weeks. I'll be shock and awe. And now I don't care what they say because they do lie. They have erased that. That was reported decades ago. The man saw it. My folks watch the news. We don't sit up and watch entertainment. I grew up in a house of reading and being aware of current events. Okay. He said 2 weeks from what I saw. That was on the news, and that, no, I wasn't on YouTube then or watching YouTube, on live news. And now we fast forward. Let's go ahead and clean the mess up. No, he never said that. Liar. I call liar. I'm going to believe what I saw with my own eyes 30 years ago. I'm going to believe what I saw with my own eyes. Oh, it's going to be shock and awe. End up being what, close to 10 years. We can't afford this. Gasoline prices will increase across the board. Gee, what else will increase? Hospitals where people work and where you go and you get sick or get injured, don't they run on electricity? Don't they have supplies coming in? So then everything will start to go up. Medical supplies, everything but the wages, of course, will start to go up. Insurance will start to go up. Food. Food comes in off a delivery truck. Your airline tickets, food will start going up, insurance will start going up. Just to have the ability to get to work, that'll start going up. Everything but the paychecks. And you think we have a homeless problem now. If people are living in somebody's shelter, living in a storage unit, that person is homeless. This right here, I think, this can pretty much just tank the economy. And there are no quick fixes. Look how many people said again during the pandemic. People are like, oh yeah, well, we got to place human lives. We get shut down. It's like, you can only shut down for so long. You think? Why do you think they came up with the PPP loans? Gee, how many people? I wonder if everybody who was told to stay home and lost their employment, had they found the same job? Some people were never called back. This right here could tank the economy. Everything will go up across the board. Food supplies, medical supplies, supplies that kids. It's all coming in through transportation, through trucks. Commercial trucking, those guys are already complaining. They can really feel it. This could actually tank the economy. You think that those people don't? You think our ops doesn't know that? You think Iran hasn't figured that out? You think they haven't figured that out? You think? From what I'm seeing and reading, they have figured it out. And that right there would give them more the inclination to keep the Strait of Hormuz, to keep it closed even more so. So if you're thinking this is going to be one, okay, listen, guys, we bombed you guys and that happened. And so, we want this thing over. Nah. The leader that took over was Khomeini's son. There's reports that he's talking about America needs to pay $800 billion in reparations and remove even sanctions back from 1979. We were kids then, elementary school. Some of us, you all weren't even born. Wow. There are reports that he's saying reparations, $800 billion for their losses. Now, my community, my ancestors, we built the country under threat of death. Trust me, we built the country and didn't get reparations. That man is wanting reparations for Iran reportedly at the amount of $800 billion and to remove all the sanctions. He's even, I was like, oh my, are you serious? Which wants to remove reportedly restrain some, but you want to park your money over here. Whoa, what's going on? This right here could tank the economy. Look at the foreclosure rates that we already have. And don't forget, this is the year of what? Oh, this is the year of job creation. No, the last couple of years have been job elimination. And this is a year where companies are saying a hiring freeze. So if there's a hiring freeze, you don't think companies have light bill, gas bills, things like that? Everything starts to go up. The utilities start going up. The cost to operate starts going up. Uh-oh. Probably more layoffs. I think this was the worst time to pull this. And now, if they're saying negotiations, they may not want to negotiate at all with us, with the country, with America. Can we blame them? In the middle of negotiations, this is what we do, proving ourselves to be untrustful. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So this right here, this could pretty much tank the economy. And a lot of people won't know it until they wake up and go, hey, what do you mean that gas? It was $3. Now it's already essed up to $4.50. I can't afford that. Oh well, I guess you'll be doing without. Well, how will I get to work? Maybe you're going to be losing weight by, I have to cut that grocery bill. Can you imagine what it will do to the food costs? Imagine what it will do to the hospital costs. You think restaurants are closing now? This could tank it. This could literally tank the economy faster than we ever saw. So do I think, oh, it's going to be all right? That's going to be a heck to no. I am a realist. I was telling a friend of mine, you got to understand that's a different culture over there, a different country. Those people have lived through war. We're not used to that. We saw September 11th and it totally rocked our world. Those people are used to living through wars and even building. They'll be like, oh, don't go to that store over there. What? There's been a bombing. Go to the Hillary store, go to the Hillary store. And they just go on. And it's like, wow. I've even seen news reports of them even like a war going on and trying to build and then get bombed again. Our psyche here in America, we're not used to that. So we're not going to be able to, this, although it's going to be all right, good luck with that. It is best to deal with reality. So this right here, the painful reality is that this could tank it. May be a very good time to, if you can, start stocking up if you can now. That's already hit my mind. And the sad thing is, guess what? The economy is so bad, the prices are so high, people can't, what you mean? Many can't even afford to buy, let alone stock up. So if this continues on, what did that man say? They're prepared to fight for years. There are even reports that, in those mountains over there, boots on the ground, good luck with that. They have reportedly, they have all kind of weapons hidden in the mountain. So you think boots on the ground, you won't even get there. Time they see you coming, someone may be taken out. But it's going to be all right. Wow. This could tank the economy, thus tanking our way of life. I talk about the civilized silent purge. I am afraid that this right here, due to our own efforts, our leadership, I'm afraid it's going to escalate it. And we're still waiting to see what was a credible threat to this country. I'm not talking about Israel. Where is a credible threat to us, to the United States of America? Where is it? So this, you think inflation is back now? If this war continues, boots on the ground, that's a bad idea. Boots on the ground, that is a bad idea. Let somebody come into your house. You don't know what kind of weapons they have stashed upstairs. They run upstairs. Oh, I got you scared. Now run upstairs. No, it might be running upstairs to go ahead and get a automatic weapon. Oh, you thought somebody was scared. Run upstairs for one reason. You think somebody, oh, they scared. I gotta run upstairs. It's a mini bully has thought that, and a mini bully been in the ground. So if they have weapons hidden in the mountains, wow. And you're talking about boots on the ground, you have to be realistic. Don't stand a chance if that is the case. I'm like, man, in the mountains. So this right here, we cannot afford this. This is just crazy. A hot mess, Afghanistan, and now this. We cannot afford this war. This could tank the economy so for many, there will not be a recovery. We're going through enough right now. We all bought into the American dream and get an education. Yeah, it's now worthless. If there's no return on the investment, it's worthless. I don't delude myself. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Do you think we made a right decision was made, or do you think a bad decision was made? Do you think, listen, are you one of those who thinks, oh yeah, everything's gonna be okay, it's gonna be all right, it's gonna be okay, a couple of weeks. Again, don't forget, Rumsfeld said the same thing. Oh, too. I remember hearing that as a kid, young person. Oh, 2 weeks, oh, it was shock and awe. Yeah, it was shock and awe, all right. 2 weeks, man, almost 10 years. 2 weeks. Yeah, right. Rumsfeld clearly got it wrong. That's my opinion. The math wasn't mathing. Clearly got it wrong. So this, it could basically just blow up the economy, and it could make the inflation that we're experiencing right now look like a cakewalk, and our seniors, just people working, can't afford food. And now a $300 billion war. Why? So we can all suffer, and maybe a few at the top get rich? Sending a message? Well, sending a message, all right. I think the message is what not to do. Let me know what y'all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and please stay safe.